Well, I hope you've watched part 1 of the creation of the earrings. Now, let's add the hardware. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Janet back for Moonkusser Art. I'll be doing as I promised. We'll be working on the hardware for those sparkling dangling earrings that I created in my last video. So I'm out in the yard. I'm going to be creating some dust. I'm using my Dremel in a drill press, and this is the tiny little drill bit I'm using. It's a 1/16 drill bit. It slides into the little holders they give you with your Dremels, and you can just, yep, there you go, 1/16. Okay, tiny little things. Be careful with them. I've already got the Dremel mounted into the drill press. This is a drill press that is made specially for Dremel tools. So you get that. They're easy to set up. The instructions come with the drill press. So you insert the drill bit to the bottom, and then I'm attaching a cowling that's going to hold that in place. First I want to make sure that there it goes. Get everything up in there, you twist it into its place, just like that. And then they give you a tool that will help to tighten that down. You want to make sure it is in there tight. I did one time have one loosen up and the drill bit went flying and broke. So you have to watch out for that. So it's just a little twist with the wrench to get it nice and tight. And let me go find, let's see, there you go. There's a view from overhead, and you can see that handle there is what allows the Dremel tool to go up and down. So rather than trying to get it to go through by hand, I'm going to make sure that I have a nice hole drilled evenly throughout these pieces that I'm attaching together to form the earring. I have a Sharpie marker. I'll be using that. You might notice that I'm set up on top of one of my panels. And that's because I just wanted to have something for a level surface, a nice white background. Here are my pieces for the earring that I'll be working on. And you can see that the ring already has a hole, and so does the dot. Has one hole, but I need to put one on the other side. So, trying to be as careful as possible. Need to locate the other one that's the exact same size, and that's its pair. Then I use my Sharpie marker, and I want to go to mark, and I'm trying to look from overhead, so I'm actually standing and looking down because I want to go straight across and make my dot. Repeat the process on the other one. Looking straight across and dotting it. Blink. Easy as that. Alright. Alright, just a little fussing around with my pliers here. So I'm going to use the pliers. I do not want to get my hand in the way. It's going to block my view, and it's also dangerous. So I don't want to drill my hand. I'm using a large set of pliers. I probably could have found something else, but these were close at hand. So I'm lining it up carefully with where I want the drill bit to go through the resin on this small piece for the earring. So just hold it with those pliers. Check where I'm going. I'm slowly depressing, and there it goes. And it goes straight through. I'm careful enough that the height on which the Dremel is mounted into the drill press, that when I do use that arm to drop that drill bit down through the resin, I'm not going to drill into my tabletop or my artist panel that I'm using as a tabletop. So you want to just look down. You got to kind of check it out, there's a big hole in the center. So it's a little too big for, you know, just setting the piece down. I did try taping it onto a piece of wood and then drilling through that, but that ended up leaving a gummy residue. So for me, I found that just holding it with the pliers, you can see I fiddle around with it a little bit, but I'm just being extra cautious. Once you drill the hole, you've got the hole. So take your time, line everything up. Once you're satisfied with where you're headed, you can depress that handle down and get a really nice smooth hole straight through. Alright, so while we're out here and all set up with the drill press, I'll continue to make the needed holes in all the pieces for getting everything put together. It goes pretty quick. Alright, we're getting through this project. Now here you can see on my tabletop I have the resin pieces. I'll be using a little kit that I got at Michael's for getting the pliers, and I've got some jump rings here. These are, I believe those are the 10, and these are 6mm, very tiny little rings, and the hooks. Bought a package of 600 pieces on Amazon. I'll be sure to put the link in the description box. So because these are going to be, I want the look of a dangly earring with these, so I need some larger jump rings. These are the 10mm ones, and that's because the resin is on the thicker side from the molds. But that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to have that depth with the sparkle in there. And now I've got some of the 6mm jump rings out on the tabletop. I'll be working through building all of these using the hardware. Let's get out some of the earring hooks that I'll also need. A couple of those. I went with silver for these sets. I thought they complemented the turquoise, and there's a little bit of a silver sparkle in there. So I'm going to grab this large 10mm jump ring, and I'm just using my fingers to twist it open. I'm going to insert that through the hole that was provided by using the molds that I had in the part 1. Then I'm going to just add the other side. Make sure I've got a little bit of room to get that worked on there. Okay. Just drop that onto that ring. And then get the pliers back again. Grab onto the ring, and using the other set of pliers, just give that a twist until I close that ring up again. Very easy to do. Alright, so now I have the two parts attached. Now again, because these resin pieces are a little bit on the thicker side, I'm going to be using a second 10mm jump ring. Just putting that in there, again with the pliers. Just give it a little squeeze, twist it back into its place, make sure I've got a nice even meet up of the ends of the ring. There we go. And then I want to use one of these little 6mm jump rings. Drop that onto the 10mm. My hands are a little big. It's hard to see what's going on there, huh? And then just dropping on that earring hook. Again with the pliers. Hold on to it. And then just give it another twist and close up that jump ring as well. And there you have it. They swing nicely. There's a lot of movement in them. It's so easy to do and has such a pretty little look to them. All right, all the pieces are put together, the hardware is done, and here's the last look at these pretty little earrings. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're checking this one out and you're a little confused, go back and look for part 1 where I create the earring pieces with resin. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back and see us here on Moonkusser Art next time. And remember, enjoy creating.